If you're a problem drinker, you have an issue with alcohol, you're an alcoholic, more than likely you fall into one of these two categories. The first one is what the majority of society would probably look at and say you're an alcoholic. You're that drinker that you have to have alcohol in your system at all times. You are dependent on it. And if alcohol is not in your system, your body will let you know. You're shaking, you fall out on the floor, grand mal seizures, that alcoholic, which anybody with some sense looking in from the outside would look at that and say, you have a problem with drinking. From the minute you open your eyes in the morning, you need to get alcohol in your system as fast as possible. And the second type is one that I think can be hidden in plain sight, maybe a little bit easier, because usually this type of drinker is extremely high functioning. And it would be that type of more a binge drinker. And I heard Steve-O call it one time on a podcast a little bit of alcoholism. And he said he thinks it's more dangerous than the full-blown alcoholic. You're the type that once you start drinking, you can't stop. You have one drink, you want 50 drinks, and you're drinking to blackout drunk. And sometimes it can kick off somewhat of a bender where you have 3, 4, 5 days in a row where you drink, and then you wake up from your drunken state. Well, kind of, you're probably still full of brain fog, and you're like, I need to quit drinking. I need to stop doing this. So you're able to stop for a couple days, but then you always end up going back. And why I think this type of drinker is so dangerous, and that's definitely the category that I fell into, is because you can go without it for 1, 2, 3 days, it feeds that lie in your mind that you're trying to convince yourself of that you don't have a problem. Because you look at that other type of alcoholic, the one who can't go without it because they're falling out on the floor having seizures, and you think, well, I'm not an alcoholic because I'm not like that. And usually you're super high functioning. You overachieve, overcompensate out of that guilt you feel. So you're someone who gets stuff done, which all the more just feeds that lie, because if someone truly had a problem, would they be able to keep all this together? Would they be able to keep a job together, not have a DUI, still have their marriage, still have all these things in their life, even though these things are probably hanging on by a thread? But nonetheless, I still have all this, so how could I have a problem? Or you're that weekend warrior where you just get absolutely hammered every single week and it's destroying your mental health. But you think, oh, well, it's just on the weekends. Everybody does it. Because having a healthy relationship with alcohol looks like having control. It's that little bit of alcoholism, and it is a very dangerous place to be, because alcoholism is a progressive thing, and it's just a matter of time.